What's up, everyone? This is BigPowner, and this is power leveling with breach zones. This is not a power level for me, this is a power level for my buddy. I'm basically just here to be a weed whacker. Weed whacker. I guess he's got to take a break. He's got something he's got to do. Um, so this is the new build that I've been working on. Um, there will be a guide coming out for it, but right now it's kind of in a really unfinished state. Um, like my defenses, I've got 16 fire resistance. A lot of the gear is just not where it should be. The tree is I need some more points, but the tree is pretty much how it's gonna be. Slight changes from last season. Last season I did this build. This is my own theory crafted build. I originally did it as a lacerate. This season I wanted to have a cyclone, and I really want to do this build, and I really like the cyclone on the playstyle. It is a physical to cold to chaos on the trickster, and it is super tanky. Even having hardly no life, I'm able to just hop on metamorphs and just cyclone them to death. It's pretty awesome. I really like it. As you can see, I have hardly no mana not reserved. My cyclone is free. My leap slam is free. So that makes it really nice. The only reason why I need any mana available is so that I can use my cast when damage is taken. I need 44 mana for that because of the increased duration on it. You can see that here, 47 mana. So I have it exactly where I need it. When I gain a level, I'll be able to spend 2 more mana. Every level gives you 2 mana. I got 25% increase to my mana, so that's nice. That's one of the reasons why I'm able to run so many auras. I'm running 5 auras, 4 of them. Oh man, I just realized I was in blood stance. Now I'll have more area of effect. Um, I don't really need the damage, but really different from most stuff that you guys are gonna see. I mean, just hearing physical to cold damage to chaos, you're probably like, oh, what? So this is the pathing that's going to stay the pathing. All of this stuff, um, grabbing the jewel socket, we're going to be coming down through here. I do the intuitive leap just because getting these 4 nodes for 6 points total, including, the 2 to get the skill gem, is just too strong to skip up. And we don't need this for our timeless, because our timeless winds up going down here. This is really nice. The intimidates. It makes them take 10% more damage. Pretty sweet. We have to get this right here. These two for converts to physical cold damage. Another important thing is having converts to physical to cold damage on our gloves. We can't get 100%. I heard that next season we are going to be able to convert melee skills 100% to elemental, which I'm super stoked for, which is another reason why this is a good build to play this season to practice with, because this next season we'll possibly be able to see 100% conversion on this build, which this build is already really, really strong. And being able to convert 100% to elemental damage would just make it that much better. Ring choices. The double curse ring that I wound up making did go to this build. I had told you guys it could go on my ice shot, but the main reason why I went with an iron with a steel ring was because I was planning on putting it on this character. Honestly, the ice shot build really doesn't need it. My ice shot's kind of um, already really strong. I am using the taming again on this just for because 144% elemental damage. That's a ton. We Couple important things about this build. You want an energy shield helm and you want a evasion chest. The Zodiac is one of the reasons why I'm so tanky. It's what gives me my Arctic armor. It is why I have what is dropping my Oh, yeah, cuz I'm wearing my headhunter. It's what's making me have 50% chance to evade attacks. It's giving me a lot of significant damage reduction, evade. We also have block chance, 21% chance to block, 50% chance to evade. That's the displayed. 40% spell dodge. Um, and I've got a tiny bit of armor from my boots and my gloves. Whoop-de-doo. It is something, but we're getting most of our damage reduction through Arctic armor, through ghost shrouds, and through our cast when damage is taken. If you're not familiar with this, the Weave the Arcane is what's making it so that the Cyclone and the Leap Slam are free. It's also giving us 6% damage reduction after spending 200 total mana. That's not a constant buff thing. What is constant from this is the 20% increased attack and cast speed, because both our attack and our movement are both movement skills. So we're always going to have this 20% up, and because we're either going to be moving or cycloning, so we're always going to have that. We also have more evasion from Ghost Dance. We also have another 6%, up to another 6% damage reduction from our Ghost Dance, which gives us 2% damage reduction for each one of our Ghost Shrouds, which is pretty sweet. Another 6% damage reduction. It also gives us 10% increased movement speed while you have Energy Shield. And a big mechanic of this is when hit, lose a Ghost Shroud and recover. Energy Shield equal to 4% of your evasion. With 10,000 evasion, that's 400 Energy Shield, 3 stacks, which means three quick successions of hits. It takes away the energy shield. It bounced back 400 of it. With my other belt on, my elemental damage belt, I'm running the headhunter on this because I am doing this group activity where the stacks are going to build up consistently. But I have been using for mapping the elemental damage. I will do a video when I do like an actual guide on this, but I wasn't expecting my buddy to just hop off, so I figured I would go ahead and give a little explanation on what I'm doing. I would like to show you guys it once it's in a more finished state. I do still need to get jewels. In fact, I still need to even get skill gems. I also even don't have any of my gems qualitied. I don't have any of my gems max level besides my increased duration and my cast when damage is taken. Um, my main skill gem's 19. Um, so there's a lot more damage to be gained there. And then obviously having the correct skill gems is going to add more damage. I also don't have the flasks that I'm going to be using in endgame. I'm using the Wise Oak right now. It's not a bad choice, but it's not really what I want to be using. But I'm using it because, even using it, my lightning resistance are still messed up. So that is the reason why I'm using that. Honestly, it could stay in the rotation because it does overcap the evasion more, which is boosting. It does overcap the cold, which is giving us more evasion. So that is a bonus of having it. That's why my evasion is so much higher when I'm wearing my actual belt for this character. So it goes up to 12,654 when I'm wearing that belt. And my other one's even more. And I have even more life. But yeah, so 13,728 if I'm wearing my expensive belt. But I won't be showcasing it with that one because that's a really expensive item. It's more expensive than the Headhunter. But this belt, I showed you guys how to make it, and it is really nice. It's giving me like, what, 100 and something, 84, 104, 111, 142% elemental damage. That's pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy. um, so that's pretty nice. I guess he's taking an extended break, so I guess this winds up just being one little run, and then me talking about the new build. I will have a new guide out. The thing that I want to say is a lot of this stuff's going to change. I do let you guys look at what I'm doing on the build, but just understand that a lot of this gear is going to change. Like these boots, I do want movement speed because I originally crafted them for a lacerate build, which the movement speed is not that big of a deal. But with the Cyclone, it is a big deal. In fact, I'll probably wind up going for a. I'll probably wind up going for a movement speed belt, like dual. I'll probably wind up going for a dual influence belt, and probably going for movement speed during flask, and then I'll probably be going for high movement speed boots. And I'm just letting you guys know that, so you're not like trying to copy exactly what it is that I'm using, and then later you're like oh shit, I spent all this time trying to mirror your gear, and now it's completely different. That's why I'm not doing the build guide on it yet, because I need a lot of changes to the gear. But I figured I'd go and show you guys the build. It is pretty sweet. It is pretty fun. It is not going to be a faster mapper than the iceshot. It's really hard to match that just because of the chain and the area of explosion and all that stuff. But it is a really fun build, and you can move around really fast and not having to worry about mana cost for your attack skill and for your movement skill is a lot of fun, and it is really tanky, so you are able to just get into metamorphs faces and kill them. In fact, I will go ahead and kill one. I guess we can just go to Tane's laboratory to do that. I guess that would be the quickest way to showcase it. Uh, let's just hope he ain't like, I got all mental damage. What? Because I'm afraid of the elemental damage. Okay, I guess I shouldn't have done that with the headhunter. Let me switch belts. Let's grab. We'll use this one. The headhunter was not the best choice for that because you want to see the build. Everyone knows the Headhunter's good when a bunch of rares pop up for you, but it ain't a very good show of what most people are going to be playing the build like. So we will redo this. Oh gosh. Let's clear out these. So as you can see, I mean, even in the unfinished state, even with the bad resistances, I mean, it shreds stuff, just plain and simple. And as you can see, like, there's a pretty big difference. It's noticeable that I was dealing a lot more damage consistently. With a Headhunter, you know, I don't have all of that. Like, you've got 30% extra damage to rares, but there's a pretty big difference in 30% and 100% plus. And that's kind of what I was saying about, like, the Headhunter is great for certain things, but for consistent damage, it's not that great. Like, Headhunter's amazing for Legion encounters. It's amazing for the Timeless Conflict. It's amazing for like these when a lot of rares spawn. But as far as like consistent damage and like killing bosses, like, yeah, if you have stacks, it's great. If you don't have stacks, then it's kind of a really empty slot on your character. So if you like how this build played right now, then expect it to get a lot better, because it will get a lot better. Yeah, that's a pretty nice one. If I can land a Nomen orb, I think. Where did it go? If I could land a Nomen orb on that, that would be a sweet amulet. 1, 2. That 8 to maximum energy shield is really garbage. Tier 11 energy shield. Oh, that's what I want on my amulet. Um anyways, I hope you guys like the build. I hope that you are looking forward to an actual guide on it. So yeah, peace.